Hello, my lovelies. How are you? This is Noteworthy coming to you with today's Oracle Wisdom card. How is everyone? I trust your day has been blessed. And it shall be an even better day today than it was yesterday. We got so much going on right now that it's not even funny. What's going on with my people? How y'all doing out there? Now that we are officially in a recession. How about that? And has anybody heard anything about what's going on with these monkeypox? What's going on with the monkeypox? Today's card is Do Not Be Frustrated. But the card that keeps resonating the most is Speak Out, Communicate, and Solve the Conflicts. Speak out, communicate, and solve the conflicts. Honey, the conflicts. Unfortunately, there's lots of those in our world. Communicate and solve the conflicts. I want to sing like the birds sing, not worrying about who hears or what they think. Okay. This oracle comes to you with guidance and confirmation that you have a heart big enough to freely speak out what you keep inside you without feeling embarrassed or fearing that you might be ridiculed or scorned. The warm, blushing glow that surrounds you beckons to a community of friends who welcome all you would like to share with them. How true or not is that? Messages from Sufi wisdom come with immense blessings and love. Indeed, personal relationships rely on communication in so many ways. When you freely communicate with people in relationships, it reduces conflict, builds trust, and strengthens bonds. Stressful situations are usually caused by our lack of willingness to speak out when we have the opportunity. You may be fearful or concerned that people will have a negative reaction to you sharing ideas and insights. You may worry that others may ridicule or disapprove of you speaking freely. Dear one, you are saturated with a divine presence that is so rich that it wants to pour out of you in words that are freely spoken. By speaking out, you can solve many problems that are caused by a lack of confidence. By helping people know your ideas, you will be able to discover what other people want and need and adapt your ideas to match their needs. Be open to receive love from a Sufi sage like Rumi. Committing yourself to be brave enough to speak out your thoughts and feelings honestly with others. They can't take the truth. You don't want the truth. Okay, anyway. This is a heavy card, especially for me, because currently, in my reality, people are wondering, what the bleak is wrong with Catherine? Nothing. There's just certain things in life. Once you see them, once you learn them, once you're exposed to them, you cannot reverse. You can't go back to your old thinking and believing once you have a revelation or a realization to certain things. And a lot of the survival techniques and modes and thinkings and behaviors that I was brought up in because of the dysfunction that we all share. We just don't all realize. And what we do realize, a lot of us don't want to heal it. We don't want to face it. We don't want to cure it because we can't get over the shame. We can't get over the guilt. We can't get over the fear of others and their judgment. I say, fuck them all. Personally, I'm really just over people. I'm just over the nonsense already. Either you get it or you don't, and all that other stuff in between, you can draw the lines and the boxes, whatever. Like the map we live on with all these imaginary lines and territories and borders, etc. But my truth today is that what I said earlier, what I have said continuously in other reels, is that I have to get back on my regiment, cause honey, but is that everything that you think you know, you don't know. You don't know. Everything you thought you knew, you don't. You don't. Everything you thought was, is, were, gonna be, always, forever, not. And the frightening thing is that there are a lot of people that know better, but they just comfortable living in the old instead of the new. And especially people who have experience working within the systems that govern the Western world. Veterans, civil servants, government workers to a certain degree and category, the men in blue, men and women in blue, law. These are entities that have to be exposed to certain things once they get to a certain level of their profession. There's no way that you're not exposed to certain knowledges, entities, realities that have been hidden, blocked, or distorted for the masses. And a lot of the information and things are being revealed because they've already leveled up to a degree where it doesn't matter now. You can find out all of the juicy coin secrets, all of the business secrets. They've already evolved beyond it. We're in the trillionaires category now, so they're not worried about your little millions because they're making trillions. And heal yourselves, people. Just heal yourselves. Look beyond what your norm is. Whatever your norm is, go beyond that. Open your scope past what you see and what you believe. Because as much as we'd like to think that we're free and we're not in a box, we're not free. We're definitely in a box. And Jesus ain't the answer. It's not the way. I'm sorry. But it's a reality. One of my cousins asked me, do you think they'll ever turn back? And my answer then was yes. My answer now is no. No, I don't think they'll ever turn back to the ways of old, because the ways of old kept us controlled. They kept us dull, desensitized, and blind to the facts right in front of us. So no, they're not going to go back, boo-boo. They are going to keep going forward, and I want them to keep going forward. And it's going to be the saving grace of the rest of us that they continue to go forward. Because as much as it hurts me to say that some of my elders didn't get it right. They just didn't get it right. And I understand why. There's no resentment, animosity, hatred, none of that, judgment, none of that. We're all survivors, handling our situations to the best of our ability, to the best of our limited thinking and beliefs, etc., etc. Tradition, religion keeps us in line where they want us to be, in line in more ways than one. We have been institutionalized, and this truth and this reality is shown to us repeatedly, constantly, over and over again, with the way our systems are run, with our schooling, how the schooling system has been compared to the jailing system, how the jailing system is compared and connected to slavery. I mean, how we're being poisoned legally in our own country, and we continue to support these agencies and businesses that poison us knowingly and traffic our bodies, our children. It's always been a resource that has been hidden, and now people are so desensitized, their focus is so left that it's normal and okay. They're not bothered by the fact that sex trafficking is, it's more prominent. No, it's just as prominent as it's ever been. Crime is just as prominent as it's ever been. It's just on camera now, so we see it more. Our news is controlled. We're not even aware of what's happening in our own land because they have this, I hate to even use this term because of the person who made it famous, but it is a fact. Fake news, which is all controlled. I mean, out of all of the things that's going on in the world, you're telling me the same 10 topics is all that's going on in the entire planet? How come nobody is aware that our reserve gas, why gas is going down, is because our reserves are being sold to our enemies? Why is it not in the news that our food sources are being destroyed? Our reserves for food, our water is being poisoned. People are getting hip to growing their own food, so now they want to poison the soil. It's like these things are going on in real life. We have the melanated folks, we have more resources. We are getting out more information in businesses and accumulating more dollars. But now the dollar value is like what, 29 cents, 20 cents? It's low, guys. It's low. We have multiple systems two Americas within one America. The other one is invisible if you're not a world member. I mean, come on. So I'm sure a lot of y'all are going to act like you don't know what I'm talking about, but there's a USA within a US. Okay, one is America and the other is USA. Look it up, figure it out, read a book, go beyond your Bibles, etc., etc., and take a history course or a class and look how many things that go on in history that solidify a lot of the things that I'm saying out of my mouth. But that's neither here nor there. But there you go. I spoke out. Speak out. Word for the day. All right. Communicate and solve the conflicts within yourself first, and then branch out. Reach out. It's a community thing. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in the future.